Welcome back with Happy Chappy. So, you've got a challenge. Um, it's going to take you 4 weeks to complete it. And after that 4 weeks, then you will receive the keys to your Ferrari to drive you to your mansion and have endless amount of money to live out your life. On the other hand, you can go through the mirror, and in the mirror, you will receive all that right now. The only thing is, within 4 weeks, you must come back from the mirror. And then in life, as you know it, you'll have 4 weeks to complete that task to get to that point. Now, if you don't complete it within the 4 weeks, what will happen is you will lose it all forever. Now, what we'll find is most of us would choose to go into the mirror and enjoy it now, and to come back within 4 weeks and take on them 4 weeks to challenge or take on the challenge that's going to take 4 weeks. But let's just say that's what you choose to do. And you come back from the mirror after 4 weeks. What's your focus going to be on? Is it going to be on that task to get you there? Or are you going to be focused on all that you had? And you'll want it that much, you'll be distracted by it, that you will not be able to focus on the task in hand. It's going to take 4 weeks. And within that 4 weeks, what you'll find is that you're going to be that focused on what you had and what you lost, that you're going to see it as a loss. And because you see it as a loss, you're not going to be able to focus on anything else like the task. Because you're going to need to switch everything off to focus on the task to accomplish what you had in the mirror. On the other hand, if you took the task at first and not went through the mirror, what you'd find is that's what you've got to focus on. Nothing but the task. The experience of it all has yet to come. The dream. And that's what you're working to. And knowing that dream's at the end, you've a point, a destination to get to. So the task becomes more important because you know that you need to get it done. So you start to focus on it, to accomplish it before you can achieve everything. And you're not going to feel the loss of it all. That it's not going to hold you back because you've never had it. Now just say you don't achieve the task. So you don't get that. How much did you lose? What did you lose? You didn't lose anything. You gained an experience. Something that you know that you'll have to work harder at the next time if you ever get a challenge like that. With the person that went through the mirror would be heartbroken. They'll have captured moments of time with material objects and fell in love with this material that it's become part of them. And because they lost it, it's ripped apart them. So when they go through to do the task and say they don't complete it, they're going to lose a part of them that was attached to everything. Now, if they reach that, that'll be amazing, that they overcome who they are. That would show that They weren't attached to the material things when they went through the mirror, that they just enjoyed that life. And they were able to detach from that when they came back to carry out the task. And understood when they carry out the task that it was the task that was important and not to where it was bringing them. And when they got the task completed, they could receive the material things again, but they would not be attached to them. And like the person who would begin with just going on that path to achieve the material things, if they achieved the task, they would get to bond with the material things. Now, whether or not they would find attachment to them would depend on that person, but the likelihood that they would find attachment than the person that walked through the mirror would be a lot less, because they weren't that attached in the first place to jump at the chance to take on the material things while it was there in front of them. That they preferred to take the challenge to achieve it. And if they didn't achieve it, they didn't achieve it. So there's multiple ways that you can look at it, but it all comes down in attachment and staying focused on what's important within the journey. So whatever journey you choose, understanding that it's about you in the journey. It's not about where the journey is taking you to or what you're doing in the journey that's around you. It's about you and how you interact with all that and how you're benefiting from it all. And if you're not benefiting from it, then you're being taken away from who you are by what's outside of you. I know it's just something I was looking at in the mirror. So anyway, it's just something I thought that we could look at in life whenever we go to do anything. No matter what it is it benefiting us? Are we taking the easy route? Are we taking the harder route? And what I find is most of the time when you take the harder route, it becomes more enjoyable. It mightn't be so much as seen as easy, but that's the experience of it all. That's what makes it enjoyable. If things were easy, as the saying is, easy come, easy go. And what's the point? If everything was so easy, then there'd be no point. There'd be no experience of it all to enjoy. The ups and downs. Anyway, just my view and a story about challenging oneself with our choices, I suppose, from things around us, and having a point of direction to where we want to go, but not being distracted by what's around us. This is Happy Chopper. Love and peace.